this week I got an opportunity to be in Kansas.
Okay.
And I have to give a shout out to some scholars. I got to do a Kansas Children's Service League. It was their parent leadership conference.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some scholars there. We got to run a youth track, and they found out that they looked me up, and they were like looking people up and like, what's this 93.7 The Ticket? And I was like, oh, it's a sports radio show, this, that, and the other. And they're like, you're on Sunday. So would you give us a shout out? So to all those scholars that were in there, Gordo, Nassim, Astra, I have to, Jara, Micah, this is your shout out if you got up this morning. They were phenomenal, man. They asked a question of me at the end, and I'm going to ask our guests, but I'm going to ask this from here on going out. They said, what brings you joy? This young man asked at the end, I said, what's a question you all want to ask? And he goes, what brings you joy? And so that was solid. I mean, I'm gonna pose that to you as a prep. What brings you joy, Harrison?
Oh man, it's definitely correlated with work and pride. I don't know. For me, it's, if I'm working at something, and I'm taking pride in it, like that can bring me joy. It's got to be something I like doing, but it can't be easy. There's got to be some friction, that along the way. So, family is an obvious answer, but I just feel like if you're looking for your own personal happiness, yeah, it's definitely, you got to find pride in what you do, whatever that may be.
And I think, I go along with that. I told those young people, I said, just the fact that you're in this space, your presence brings me joy. And so I just want to give a shout out to them and Pam Noble for putting that together. We've got a big week coming up this week. November 8th is the election. So I'm just going to, again, implore everybody, just get out there and vote.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've heard a lot of commercials and things like that. And people have put down a lot for us to be able to have that opportunity. And so, this is a sports show, but it's also so much more. And we say it's bigger than the score. Take that opportunity if you're of age, go out and vote. If you're a young person listening and your mom or dad or grandparent or an adult you're connected with, don't hesitate to go up and say, hey, did you vote today? Not who did you vote for, but did you vote today?
Yeah.
It might push them to that extra. I would love to see some record turnouts this year, just for the mere fact that we need to honor that process.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, it feels like all time we've had so many. Everyone has hot political opinions, but the voting numbers are always lower than you'd expect. So it's just, if you got opinions, you really got to go out there and vote yourself. Even if you think it doesn't matter in a place like Nebraska, just go out and do it. You never know what your vote could be. It's absolutely huge. Because like you said, it's a right that we have that, other places would beg to have. So take advantage of it.
Yeah. And we love, it's great being on Twitter, Facebook, this, that, and the other. But the bottom line is this is what makes the difference. So, on Tuesday, November 8th, get out there, do what you can do, and go ahead and go check a box. And so be informed. I know there's stuff in the paper, on the radio, television, do that, but take that opportunity. Cowboys got a bye week this week. So I did wear blue, but I didn't go ahead and wear, I didn't want DP. I know he's feeling a lot better. Every time the Cowboys win, DP spirits go up. Sorry about your Commanders. We'll have that conversation another time. And this, just kind of the change of season. We're changing the activities, starting to change over to, some things. And so we've got some great guests here that are going to speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll have the text line open for all that. Hit up the Sartor Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. If you want to ask any of these scholars any questions, we will get to those. But before we go to break here, why don't you kind of give a breakdown on who we got coming for the rest of the show?
Yeah, got a full house. And again, excited to have some individuals to speak about some things. I think it's timely because that seasons are changing over a little bit to those winter activities. We also got theater and we've got dance and we've got some of those things. But we've got Patrick Neely in the house. He's a Renaissance man. I mean, wrestling coach, an educator, a photographer. I mean, he's going to put every business out there for you. So if he's going to take some photos of us and make us look good today, Harrison.
Absolutely.
See what his skills are. But no, he's going to be here speaking in regards to wrestling and some of the things that he's done. And then he's got a scholar, Kira. We got 2 Ks. This is like the third week in a row I've had multiple people with the same initial. I'm going to stop doing that. But Kira, who is going to be on the first ever sanctioned Northeast wrestling team. And she does some other things as well. And then we've got Miss Charity Yamanya, and she is the head women's basketball coach at Northeast High School, but also has had a long-standing history in this city of dominance whatsoever. We were going to talk about going one-on-one earlier, but that old knee thing kind of acted up and flared up. So we'll talk about that later. But she's an educator, a mentor at Northeast High School, and just a community stakeholder as well. And then Kiara. Yes, I got it right here. She's here and she's going to be representing Northeast basketball, but also more so as a scholar and a stakeholder at Northeast High School. So I'm excited to have them just kind of give some insight on who they are, the pride of the being a Rocket, and going from there.